for
tackle by number 15, KO Racing.
That fresh popcorn, just $1 right up front. Get your raffle tickets. That beautiful hand-woven water
At the 25-yard line.
Manned by the parents.
Let's see if we can get
Pineville Junior High football.
some points up on the board before half.
They'll feed our athletes after school. We appreciate that.
all right, 2nd and 10. Thankfully, the clock did stop.
Here we go in motion. Out. Oh, picked off.
Well, I was looking down at some equipment stuff, and it looks like we get a turnover.
David Garrett came up and made a nice interception on the play. David Garrett, number 5, defensive back for the Tioga Braves, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're going to get these names right eventually.
We're talking about, we got a Braves tonight, and tomorrow we got Chiefs, and, tomorrow night, maybe the last time we play
West Washita.
For a while, unless we schedule them non-district, because it looked like the possibility they may be going down into 4A as far as their numbers, and it looked like that Neville may be moving up into the district with us, so we could possibly drop West Washita and Neville move up.
I'll be honest, that is not a game that or trade that I like.
I would never want to make that trade. Nothing against West Washita, but you got a heck of a program with Neville. Here we go, nice run by number 2, Sean Williams on the keeper, and the Rebels. Here we go. The Rebels came up and made a nice stop on him.
Well, with 29 seconds to go, and I apologize to the folks that are watching right now, timeout taken, and I'm having some equipment issues, so I'm trying to eliminate slowly but surely pieces of equipment, and as I do, we're down to the camera and the audio. There are several other pieces of equipment that we typically use that are just not functioning right now. My one of my pieces of equipment is failing, and so we're going to have to get that replaced tomorrow. I'm glad it failed tonight rather than for tomorrow night.
Exactly.
So no press box camera, no Illustrator, no Stream Deck, no fun. But we're having fun here, even though the score is 8-0 for the Braves, demonstrating that what a quality team they are. The Volunteers are staying with them. Have had that big 4th down stop that last series and drove the ball this time across about a 30-yard drive. Unfortunately, we've had 2 turnovers to end both of the Volunteers' possessions. So no points yet for the Volunteers. 2nd and 3 coming up. Clock will start at 29 seconds to go in the second quarter. Looking downfield and got to make on the slant. It was a well-designed play, but number 12 was not ready for that quick pass. Ronnie Stevens not quite ready for that pass as it zipped by him. I don't even think he looked until the ball was right in front of him. So 3rd and 3 coming up.
Lawton Wynn, the little quarterback had a nice little zip on that one.
Boy, he will sling that ball. So I think Lawton's one of my son's friends from school, as he knows a lot of these players. Anderson tells me he was at Pineville at one time, but then came to Tioga this year. I guess they don't have the year sit out. Fake the handoff, come on the sweep, now straight up the middle to number 1. That's Kason Williams, and he picks up the 1st down. They'll have to call a timeout if they want the clock to stop, which they do at 12 seconds to go. And that was a good handoff to Kason Williams from Lawton. Kason moving the ball, getting the 1st down up to the 35-yard line. With 12 seconds, you conceivably have, I'd say maybe 2 timeouts. 2 plays if you use your last timeout to stop the clock with 12 seconds.
12 seconds left to go.
Yeah, typically you can say about 6 seconds to play unless you're doing a long downfield pass. But an incomplete, of course, stops the clock. Stepping out of bounds stops the clock. A penalty stops the clock. Outside of that, it would take the final timeout. Eight to nothing the score. Great first half of play here on the final game for both of these teams.
Make sure we keep them, don't let them get behind us here on this play here. There we go.
Incomplete pass. Stops the clock at 8 seconds. Just over the outstretched arm of Cason Williams.
Cason Williams.
Obviously one of the go-to players. The coach had told you that. He's one of the captains, along with Jordan Sigler, number 3, and DeAndre Walker, number 6, listed as co-captains for the year.
Both schools, Pineville and Tioga, should feel proud because they got some good-looking kids out here on Tioga and Pineville that will be making their jump up to high school next year.
Well, they have this. It's showing 1st and 10, and now we have a flag. Delay of game.
Delay of game against the Braves. Back above 5 yards.
All right, so could be the final play of the first half. Volunteers have had the ball 2 different possessions. Each possession ended in a turnover. This is the 3rd possession for the Braves. The first one took about 6 or 7 minutes. They marched the ball down, scored, converted the 2-point. Then their second one ended in a 4th down incompletion. There's the pass, and greatly defended with, got a couple of seconds left on the clock, but great defense there. I don't know who it was that went up, but give that man kudos as the Tioga Brave player went up for it. Both players had a play on the ball. Pineville almost had the pick on that one. He really had position on it. Was that number 4 that went up for that? I'm not sure who that was.
Number 3,
Number
Raymond
3,
Harris.
okay.
And it is hard to see the numbers.
I'm going to bring that other light down just a bit, take away some glare. Does that help you, Robert?
That helps out
Woo.
a lot.
We can use it on the you can see your paper, but yeah. All right, so here we go. Looking downfield, got the pass out to number 2. He's going to be tackled at the end of the second quarter. So your second quarter score 8-0. As we'll zoom over there and show you the end of the first half. It's 8-0. Tioga Braves leading. And we're going to take a timeout, let you hear from some of our sponsors who bring this to you. Thank you so much for being a part of 446 Sports. We'll be right back after these words.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family for all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, But why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. And use our mobile app. Securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Best possible vision. Look to what's where our excellence in Cenla spans near from your next family coma evaluation. Experienced eye professionals. Call Wallace 318-448. Schedule your next eye evaluation.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Time for a red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
There you have the Pineville Junior High dancers. I'm sure they have a name. The
Vol Dolls.
The Vol Dolls. Awesome.
Good job, Lanny.
There you go. Crowd loves them.
Pineville Junior High School Vol Dolls. Great job by both of our dance teams here this evening. Thank you so
And you hear Randy James thanking both dance teams for coming out tonight and entertaining. We are at the end of the halftime. Your score 8-0. The difficult score on the bottom side, but the Volunteers will receive the ball here to start the second half as they kicked off to begin the game. Robert, what stands out to you from the first half?
Well, the two turnovers were key. For us, the two times we had the ball, we turned it over. But offensively, we moved the ball, especially on that second drive, and we really able to contain the key back number one. On the second and third drives that Tioga got the ball.
So the question will be to complete a drive, right?
Exactly. you know, as what they always say, sustained drives. And
Be here for all of the action.
So we're going to start it out with a kickoff. If you weren't with us in the first half, you missed a great time of us getting to have in the studio or in the press box with us Coach Bryant Bell, who gave us his perspective and thoughts, and just really loved hearing from him. That was absolutely wonderful to hear that. And he stayed with us for a couple of series and kind of gave us, even admired the play of these Volunteers, and looks forward to seeing them on campus next year as Rebels.
onside kick again.
Rebels are successful in falling on the ball at the 49-yard line. That one more successful for the Braves. At least it went the required 10 yards. The first one was short, as you recall.
Yeah, we talked to Coach about that. He said it's more common that you're going to see onside kicks, at this level, because the chances you
49-yard line, 49 yards from pay dirt. As Randy James asked, who's got Vol spirit? I tell you, no better announcer in the state of Louisiana than Randy James. Whether, as you mentioned, whether it's Vols on Thursday, Rebels on Friday, or Wildcats on Saturday. And the Wildcats have a home game this weekend. I believe they have their homecoming coming up. I'm hoping to make my way there to my alma mater, where my kids graduated there more recently. I didn't graduate from there, but attended there. But I'm still considered an alum. All right, handoff right up the middle. Man, a high tackle around the shoulder pads, no flag, but either a 2 or a 3 yard gain, depending on which official you recognize. They're going to say, 2.5. We'll split the difference. So right up the middle, tackled high, brought down from around the shoulder pads. And finally, that one did get across the 50, so we're now in the Brave territory.
Nice tackle by number 3. George Sigler came up and made that tackle.
Trey Hunter and Aiden Birch both came to the sidelines for the play. They go and bring it back to the huddle. We're now under 10 seconds to go as the referee raises his hands to show that he's keeping the clock on the field. Handoff, going to go from the sweep to the right-hand side, going to pick up another 3 yards.
A lot of these kids are wearing their pink socks, and so you were saying what we're doing this weekend, and I think me and Landon will be attending the cancer walk over at Walker Automotive Saturday afternoon. It's starting at 6, but we'll be getting there a little early and enjoying this festivity Saturday afternoon.
So what's the name of the?
I think it's Glow
for the girls, right?
Glow for the girls.
Used to be known as the Susan G. Komen race, but renamed.
A lot of the corporate companies will go out and have their own little tailgate, set up booths.
From the shotgun, looking downfield, nice. Got a man. Will he be there? Can't get to it. Overthrown as Aiden Birch shows that cannon of an arm he's got, lofting that ball downfield. Just a little bit long, but we've seen them go for it in most season situations like this. We would expect the Vols would probably do so again. That issue of breast cancer being so prevalent weighs home. I got a phone call yesterday from a friend whose wife was just diagnosed with that. And the good news is that today that is no longer a death penalty. There are so many great treatment programs out there and ways to work with it. So there is hope, and great. Thank you guys for being a part of that Glow for the Girls this weekend.
Guys, I wear that every day with, I do have a little tattoo, and I do have a pink one, and I do have a gray one, and that's for all the ladies that are, going through this battle.
Well, and that touched your family in a way very deeply. And,
it did, with Monica having the brain cancer, and I've got the gray for that. And my first cousin was going through breast cancer during that same time. Yeah, but not about. It's about all the ladies. It's about all of them.
Well, and that's the beauty of being able to work together. So flags on the field, huddle between the referees, who will discuss the officials, letting us know in just a moment which side the penalty was. Will it be a false start, or will it be, it was a false start. So the Tioga Braves came across the line, but they're saying they were induced by the head bob. 5-yard penalty brings the Rebels back to their side, back to the 49, the original line of scrimmage. So 4th and 10, and this is where you have to have that play dialed up to give you at least 10 yards. Not going to see a dive off tackle run, I don't think. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side in the backfield. Hunter along with Birch, the quarterback, out of the shotgun formation. Brings a man in motion from the near side, number 21. Now he goes back his way, got another man downfield. It's going to be overthrown again. His intended target that time was number 7, Brady Dubois. And Brady not able to get underneath it as 2 Brave defenders were collapsing in on the defense. Turnover on downs. Braves will take over at the Volunteer 49.
Hoping for a nice drive, starting out the second half, and these kids are going to get bigger and faster and stronger, and they learn from something like this. And Tioga sets up with first and 10 on the 49-yard line for their first series of the second half.
Outright, a district crown, undefeated in district. Handoff on the left-hand side. And with a head of steam, he's going to pick up nearly 10 yards. It's going to be maybe a half yard short out to the 40-yard line.
Number 40, Brady Saldana, that's who they went to quite often.
And I disagree with that. They gave him the first down, but the first down would have been at the 39. The ball's only at the 40. So, unfortunately, they're giving him 9 yards and a first down.
Brady Saldana on the carry.
If you remember, the ball was at the 49.
Exactly.
And now they're giving him the first down at the 40. But, hey, it happens. And Randy James agrees with me. First and 10 from the 40. All right, handoff, and he'll be caught in the backfield for a loss. The Rebels say, hey, we're going to take some of those yards back. We can't get the first down marker back, but it'll be tackled for a 1-yard loss, 2nd and 11.
I thought that was number 6, Aiden Birch, who came up and made a fine tackle on him right there.
So Aiden playing both ways, showing what an athlete he is.
He plays quarterback, and then he's captain of the defense at middle linebacker there as well.
Well, he's a big body, very able. You get concerned about a quarterback playing both ways. You don't want him hurt or fatigued, but he's definitely quite the athlete. 2nd and 11 for the Braves, all bunched up.
Oh, looks like they jumped in the neutral zone again.
Using the fake count. Let's just gift them again. They're going to give them 6 yards on this penalty. Just kidding, just kidding.
Gave him 4.
They only gave him 5 because it was going to be 3rd and 11. So now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's 2nd and 6.
No, the referees.
I'm only picking because I wouldn't want that job.
I wouldn't want
That's
that job.
It's a hard job.
That's a very more difficult job than most people think, especially when you're down on the field level.
Nobody gets mad if I make a mistake. Everybody gets mad if they make a mistake.
And they hear it quite a bit.
All right, into the backfield once again with a slicing dive for another loss, and I'm waiting for him to turn so I can see his number. 45, is that who that was?
Hello, number 43.
43, Kane Smart.
Man, that was a smart play, too. It's almost like he crawled under the block and got him around the ankles.
Great stop by Kane right there.
Kane with a K, K-A-I-N, and he's a smart fella because he made them that smarted after that tackle. 3rd and 8 coming up after the loss, 2-yard loss.
Big play here.
Sweeping around to the right, quarterback keeps it.
Number 1.
Going to have a tackle out of bounds after about a 3-yard play, maybe a 4-yard. He'll get inside the 35 down to the 34, where it will be 4th and 4.
The Vols are over there on the far side. That'll bring up 4th down.
4th and 4 from the 34. The Vols have really stood up on this series right here. And even though we did give up the 5-yard penalty, we've had a couple of tackles for loss and only that one big run right there for 4 yards. So 4th and 4 Come on, Vols. Let's get this stop.
Big play right here with 3:43 left to go in the third quarter.
Again, this tight formation, nobody out, 2 in the back, 3 in the backfield. Ball's on the ground. He picks it up and runs. I think he's short. We'll see where the spot.
Looked like the left foot spot.
Well, they both have him just. This one has him short, the near side.
The other one looked like he's got.
And the referee motions first down.
First down for the Braves.
Mm-hmm. You know what the silence is for? Because Mama said if you can't say nothing good.
Don't say nothing at all.
Good evening, ladies.
Well, I'm not there. From here, it looked like he didn't get it. Far referee or far official said that he did, so we'll give him credit for he's a lot closer than we are. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Braves continue their drive, which started near midfield. The ball was picked up off the ground, if you recall. Once again, it's on the ground, fumble, and going to be tackled for a big loss this time. I will say that the Braves have had struggles with that snap. That one, the play before the ball hit the ground, he picked it up and ran for the first down. This one hit the ground. He's tackled for a 4-yard loss.
Did you say Brady Dubois or Brady Dubois?
I don't know. I said Dubois a while ago, but we're in the middle of the state where it could go either way.
Exactly.
Is it Hebert or Hebert? I heard about a guy, his parents named him Herbert Hebert.
Herbert Hebert.
They were both spelled the same way. Or maybe it was Herbert, Hebert. I don't know. I do have a friend named Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Yeah, Lindsay Villard married Mr. Weston Lindsay, so she became Lindsay.
Lindsay.
3rd down, back to pass, looking downfield. Has a nice tip. Tip ball as the defense gets their hands up. Jaden Antoine. Woo, got his hands up, tipped the ball in the air. 4th and 14 coming up.
Do we have a play in the playbook for 4th and 14?
Well, we want to stop it. Whatever they have, keep it in front of you is all I can say. Is it 3rd and 14?
It must be 3rd.
I thought it was 4th, but I lose track. Coach Bell commented how big some of these players are, and he's right.
They're big.
They don't look like junior high, especially after we just saw the 7th grade game. All right, 3rd and 14. Let's think about it. It was 1st and 10, ball on the ground. 2nd and 10 was a loss. Okay, so 3rd and 14. It's a handoff the right-hand side, number one. He's getting strung out. He's hit almost for a loss, has to cut in reverse direction. He will have no gain. 4th and 14 coming up. I think you're going to give a team tackle on the statistical board that time. I'm still a little miffed over that 9-yard play that gave him a first down. They had the ball at the 49. Got down to the 40, and they give him the first down. So, but again, mistakes happen. So, Fourth and 14 coming up with right over a minute to go in this third quarter. Volunteers need to get the stop and need to score to stay in this game, trailing by 8 in the third quarter.
Quarterback under center and see what Coach Racine's
spread out this time.
There we are. Slant.
He picks up about 13, but not 14 unless they give him no, they won't give him the first down. It's going to be a turnover on downs. The player is down. The Tioga Brave player stayed down after the big hit. We'll check on him in just a moment, but hopefully he just had the wind knocked out of his lungs on that type of a hit. Players go to the knee as you should, and showing a compelling team buy-in. It looked to me like I think the way he came down had the wind knocked out of his lungs. Yeah, he's up on his feet.
Number 8, Santonio Burns.
All right, Mr. Burns. He, have you ever had that happen? You fall on the ball or you fall down and it just knocks the wind.
Knocks the wind
you can't breathe.
You can't even breathe.
Yeah. I think it paralyzes you momentarily. Hey, they're going to have a drawing here in a minute, the end of the third quarter for a prize. The folks have been waiting for that. Volunteers take over on downs at their own 22-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 22. Pineville Volunteers of Pineville Junior High School playing for a share of district championship. If they win, if they lose tonight, Tioga will be champs outright.
First down, Vols.
Volunteers, 3 receivers way outside. Up top, 1 near side. Birch from the shotgun calls for the ball, does the handoff, and he's got some running room up to on the left-hand side. Going to pick up at least 5, maybe 6 yards on some good running room that time with a slant route just to the left side of the center. All right, so 2nd and 4 coming up after a very nice run.
2nd down and 4 for the Vols.
Nice to see that play develop. And now 3 receivers near side, 1 far side. That's the end of the third quarter. Your third quarter score, 8-0. The Braves with the lead, but the Vols with the ball. More when we come back.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
All right, fourth quarter, 3 quarters in the books, 8-0 the Braves, but the Vols with the ball and a desire to tie this game up. They have first. All right, getting the chain set on the far side. It should be second and 4. We'll have to get that marker set because that first down run got them up to the 27-yard line. Marker is incorrect. Ignore that first down marker as you see it on the screen. There we go. Got it. All right, start the play clock, which is not working. Birch calls for the ball. He's going to roll to his right, looking downfield, and he gets it to a man who had a defender on his back who was trying to get a piggyback ride. But inside that 5-yard zone, you can have some contact, can't you?
Yeah, we got an unsportsmanlike. Got a penalty.
I think there were some words.
Exactly. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Vols.
Yeah, so we're going to march them back 15 yards. That's a costly penalty right there. And there was no contact. There was words. There were things that were said. I really believe probably something said about the fact that the defender was riding him piggyback and no call, but that's just a guess.
Yeah, Aiden was under pressure by number 3, Jordan Sigler, on that play. Probably caused him to throw it a little bit early as well.
So instead of being 3rd and 4, it's 3rd and 19. Long way to go. You got 2 plays to do it, though. Don't have to get it all at once. As we talked with Coach Bell in the first half, he graciously sat in with us for a couple of segments and let us know that he often sees them going for it on 4th down. You don't really have much of a punting game typically in the junior high level. All right, so 3rd and, let's say, 18. Birch calls for the ball. Nice snap, looking downfield. Got a man going for the ball. Did he get it? Did he get it? Did he get it? He caught that. What? They're saying incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Man. Well, we thought he caught it. He came up with what looked like a miraculous 20-yard catch, but now it's 4th 18.
Look like we're going to punt.
Well, we said there's not a punting game, and what happens as soon as I say that? We're going to punt the ball. I kind of agree with this. If you have any punting situation at all, you
try to flip that field.
Try to get a little bit of battlefield position. Clock did stop on the incomplete at 7:45. Playing 4 8-minute quarters here in the 8th grade. Here's the high snap. He gets it, and he did get the punt off. It's going to get a nice little bounce and roll as the Braves walk away from it, and then we do get a decent little flip there, about a 25-yard punt. So it'll be Braves football on the Volunteer side of the field, but a decent punt really gave a little bit of help for the Volunteers defense, who've been on the field quite a bit, which means that some of these players have been who play both ways. They've been on the field all night long.
And they're going to be tired, especially at first hour in the morning.
Yes, sir. Remember that, teacher. Give them a break. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. 9335 is the number that's being called. If you bought that ticket, you got a prize up here in the press box. Of course, if you're listening later, Susan is her name. Congratulations. Winning that beautiful gift.
Yeah, throw by Miss Jackson.
Handmade. All right, so bunched up again. Tioga with this bunched up under center handoff, number 40. He's trying to run off tackle, but he's going to be stopped after a 1-yard gain.
Maybe a 1-yard gain before the ball.
Tackled by number 6, Aiden Birch again came up and made the fine tackle on him.
Brady Saldana looks more like a fire plug. Yeah, definitely got some meat on his bones as he runs with that ball. Just a pounding runner. 2nd and 9 coming up. And these Volunteers are trying their best to bend but not break. Congratulations going around the press box for the winner of that beautiful homemade throw as they come up and collect their prize. All kinds of fun things happen at junior high games here. Good. I think they're going to be shutting down the concession stand shortly, so if you want some nachos, you better hurry. 2nd and 9 coming up. Defense bunches up now, getting 8 men in the box to counter this handoff. And got a head of steam that time, ran it off the right-hand side instead of straight up the middle. And he'll get about 5 yards on that run, getting up to the 31, brings up 3rd and 3.
Nice run by number 40 again, Brady Saldana again.
So he didn't plug straight up the middle. He kind of went off tackle that time, and we had the whole bunch plugged in the middle, so he found a little seam on the right, picked up 5 yards. Tough 5 yards. Tomorrow night, your Rebels are hosting West Washita as they make the long trek down 165. Not that long of a drive.
But it's a tough one, though.
It is, and West Washita coming in after the big loss to Ruston last week, want to get that egg off their face. It's going to be a push, a booty push for the first down.
It reminds you exactly what the Philadelphia Eagles do when they get in that bunch formation, and it's almost like a rugby.
A scrum.
Scrum.
Exactly. I heard that there's talk about outlawing that kind of push. I don't know if that would happen or not, because that's just body on body, meat on meat, muscle on muscle.
If you can stop it, you can stop it. If you can't, you can't. And it seems like the Eagles do it the best of anybody.
First down for the Braves. This has been a historic night, the first ever junior high game on 446 Sports. Happy to have it. Robert Anderson, Nathan Martin, the voices you're hearing. Landon Anderson running the camera, and Anderson Martin running around. All right, it's going to be a handoff, hit in the backfield, having to reverse his field to go the other way. Number 2 gets back to the line of scrimmage, plus a couple of more. I believe that was number 2. Was that Sean Williams, number 2?
I think that was number 1. I think that was number 1. Cason Williams.
Okay.
Again, I'm wondering if Sean and Cason are brothers.
You wonder, right?
Exactly.
So he made something out of nothing. I tell you, he was stuck going right where was the design play, reversed his field to the left, and picked up about 3.5 yards. So 2nd down and 7 coming up. Got to get inside the 14 to the 13.5 for the first down. So we need 6.5. Handoff to 40, who just rides up the middle again. He picks up about 3, and it seems like he's just such a consistent yard gainer. Saldana with the 3-yard run will make it 3rd and 3 coming up. You know, if you got a guy that can pick up 3 yards, 4 yards every single play, you just hand it to him.
And he's always going forward.
Yeah.
You know, very seldom is just Brady go
got
backwards.
Those thighs driving. He's got definitely some time in the gym, and look, this is exciting to get to come watch because these are kids we're going to be watching for the next few years.
We're going to be calling these guys for the next 4 years
doubt
after
about
this.
it.
So this is going to be exciting, and you're going to be hearing a lot of these kids' names, over the next 4 years, and you'll be seeing their names in the papers and on social media and things like that. So this is great. And
well, the Rebels jump across. They're going to say they were induced.
They were,
but they were not. Offsides on. I say the Rebels. The Vols. Here I go again. The Vols jumped offsides, made contact. Several of them jumped, saying that they were induced, but the call goes against the Volunteers.
And I was glad that Mr. Joyce gave us the privilege to come over
Certainly.
here.
Certainly. Well, look, Randy James has been telling us all week, all season long about these kids, and he was right. How much fun this is to come out and see these kids playing. And, yeah, the score's 8-0. The Braves are threatening to score again, but these Volunteers are showing a lot of grit, and they're nowhere out of this game. 3:42 to go in the contest. 1st and 10. Yeah, let's stop him for a loss this time.
And I don't think this will be the last time we see a junior high football game on 446.
I hope not. There's another flag after the play was terminated. Personal foul against the Volunteers. Goodness. Do the flags only go one way? Okay, look, I'm not going to complain. Probably a little bit of frustration out there, but personal foul against the Volunteers, mark them up half the distance and a first down. So it'll be 1st and goal from around the 6.
Puts him about the 5-yard, about 1st and goal from the 5, or?
Well, I thought it was going to be an automatic first down, but I forget that doesn't happen at this level. So 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4 from the 5.
Okay.
Well, these Braves have shown that they want to grow up to be Indians, and we're going to have offsides.
Look like we're going to have a little movement in the backfield. Yep.
Oh.
Ball start by number 40.
Well, good. Glad you saw that. Let's take those 5 back.
We have an AT&T iPhone.
So march them back 5. It'll be 2nd and 9. They can get a first down at the 1. They're at the 10. 2nd and 9 from the 10. How much time on the clock?
3:06 and counting.
So the Volunteers need to stop in the worst way if they have any hope of getting back into this game with a time. Remember, this could result in a tie if they were to stop them, and there is no overtime at the junior high level. But the Braves saying, we don't want no stinking tie. So big run by Saldana once again, number 40, just showing, man, why we will be calling his name on the high school level. Somebody needs to find out where he lives and see if he'll come to Pineville. He got down to the 3. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Proud of these Volunteers. I'm proud of this program, and see where Coach Bonnet has brought them. And anytime you can compete for championships,
That's right.
You're doing well, and they've got the support from not only the administration, the coaches, but the family and family and friends, and coming out here and watching them. And good things are happening over on Edgewood Drive, as Randy would say. Good things are on the hill at Pineville. Good things are happening on Edgewood Drive, guys.
All right, they give them the first down inside the 1, so 1st and goal from the 1. And I agree with you. Good things are happening at the roundabout.
Exactly.
I'll tell you, Mr. Joyce over there and that whole administration, along with Mr. Bonnet, who will be coaching basketball, I guess, soon.
Exactly. And Coach Rushing and Ms. Transu, the administration, they're
just pouring into these kids. 1:29 and running as the play was they're probably going to have to call a timeout. I don't see how they. And now they do call the timeout. Well, they haven't yet. Now they call the timeout with 1:09 to go. Let's take 1-2 back in 30 seconds. You're watching Pineville Junior High final game on 446 Sports.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as per the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
All right, so welcome back as we get our camera back out there again. 8-0 is the score, but the Braves are wanting to add to that. They've got first and goal from the 1 in your junior high finale, the last game of the season. It's definitely been a game worth the price of admission. Braves now wanting to punch it in and lengthen their lead. Volunteers wanting to stop them. You've got to stop them. But will time be on your side? 3 timeouts available. There goes the punch into the end zone. Good. And the Braves do indeed lengthen their lead to 14-0 right now. In for the score, they used one of their timeouts there before milking as much time off the clock as they could. I do believe the Pineville Volunteers have all 3 of their timeouts to go, but with 1:02, there'll be no time run off on this extra point, I don't believe.
Put them up, 16-0?
It would be 16-0 if they convert.
If they convert. A lot of these kids are going to be their last time on this football field, and so,
As a junior high player.
As a junior high player, exactly.
There's the toss, sweep around the right-hand side, looking for a block. Number 1 gets hit. He will be denied. Is Kason Williams as a host of Vols come in. 2 players down, but big hit. Keeps Williams out and keeps the score 14-0. Timeout officially to tend to the injured players. We'll take a timeout as well back in just a couple seconds. You're listening to 446 Sports.
Got 2.
We are back to DC Bill Bates Stadium, Sandy Canyon, as it's affectionately called here on the campus of Pineville High School. A couple of players injured there in that melee, and one being helped off the field. Was that number 1 that was being helped off? I'm not sure who that was. That kind of a little bit limp as he makes his way near side. No, sorry about that. That is number 7, Brady Dubois. You called it right, and he'll be looked after, tended to.
It looked like number 6, Aiden Birch, probably got a little stinger there, but he's going back in.
All right, hands team on the field. As you say, Birch right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
The big number 74, the number retired last Friday night, Cody Ford's number, a wonderful player here at Pineville High School, now playing in the NFL. Anticipating the onside kick by number 51 for the Braves. Hayden Laborde, although he may surprise us and kick it deep. And he does. It's going to be taken at the 35 and returned out of bounds to the 41. The Volunteers will take over with 57 seconds to go, and Pride on the line.
Like it was tackled by number 3 for Tioga, number 3, Jordan Sigler.
Donovan Williams took the kickoff kind of over the shoulder and returned it back up to the 41-yard line, 6-yard return. So you heard that, the Volunteers, the Re-Volunteers. So fun being here with Robert and Landon Anderson and my son Anderson running around giving us a little detail here and there. Mayor Rich Dupree, normally the voice of Pineville sports on 446, over at the Fall Fest, which will wrap up in about 10 minutes. So probably too late to go by there now. But from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, thousands of kiddos will be going through there getting free, all kinds of free stuff. I think it's $1 to enter, but or a canned good. And then you get hot dogs and candy and jumpers and all kinds of giveaways. 1st and 10 for the Volunteers from the 41. Want to move downfield fast if you can. Man in motion near side. Goes to the man. It's going to be tipped. They had brought Raymond Harris in motion towards the quarterback, and then at the snap he reversed his direction. Defense came in and tapped the ball away, and fortunate for the Braves that they did, because Harris, because he reversed his field, would have had a clear sailing ahead of him. 2nd and 10.
Nice play by number 5. David Garrett came up, made that tip on that ball, and almost intercepted it.
Only a couple of seconds off the clock, down to 53. You need 2 scores to get back into this contest in 53 seconds. Can it be done? It could be done. 2nd and 10. Will it be done? That remains the question and why you're listening to 446 Sports. All right. 2 receivers near side. Tight end on the left-hand side. One up at the top. In the backfield with Birch. Brings Harris in motion again. I thought we had an offside. Birch is going to keep it, run it to the right side. Now he laterals it, and number 2 with the ball is going to – will he get out of bounds? No, he decides to cut it up to the 40-yard line. What a big run as the pitch was given to Caleb Coleman. I don't know if they'll call a timeout or not to stop the clock.
Coach got a timeout there.
Okay. Did stop the clock as wisely. That ball gets down to the 40-yard line, about an 18-yard pickup. Very nice play as Birch had the ball, looked like he was going to run with it, and Coleman was trailing him. Nice little toss back to Coleman, gives the Volunteers a first down. Looked like he could have gone out of bounds around the 45, but wanted the extra 5 yards. So that play takes about 9 seconds off the clock, down to 43 seconds, Robert. What a tremendous play.
Tremendous play. It's just, pure athleticism by, Aiden. Aiden, we talked to him a lot. Talked about him a lot, but, he's a good athlete, guys.
All right, again, he's got Coleman with him in the backfield. 2 receivers up at the top. Got one near down here at the bottom. Brings the man in motion again. Similar play. Birch is going to keep it again. He spins. Now he does the same thing to Coleman, but Coleman's bunched up in the middle, and they'll get no gain on that play. Timeout once again called. Brings the Volunteers down to just 1 timeout remaining. All right, so I think it shows 0 on the screen, but Vols do have 1 timeout remaining. Going to try to punch it downfield. Got to score.
Got to score quick.
33 seconds on the clock if you want to get 2 scores. Tried a very similar play with Coleman, but this time they demonstrated that they were prepared, were the Braves for that particular play. Trying to get the screen to refresh properly. All right, so 2nd and 10 coming up. Clock will start at the snap. 33 seconds to go in this contest. 1 timeout remaining for the Volunteers. 3 receivers up at the top, 1 near side. Birch sends a man in motion, brings him in motion. Now looking downfield, he's got to scramble, trying to find somebody, being pursued from behind. Gets away from 1 tackle and gets gang tackled for a 1-yard loss. No, he throws the ball. Was it complete? Or was he down?
No, he got it completed.
And out of bounds. So a 2-yard completion stops the clock as the receiver goes out of bounds, but that one took about 14 seconds off the clock.
Now they're calling it incomplete pass.
Oh, okay. So no gain, incomplete pass, down to 19 seconds. We were at 33, so that one took 14 seconds off the clock, resulted, unfortunately, in an incomplete pass. I thought he'd gotten the completion at the 38, but that was overruled. Birch will come in to the huddle with the offensive call, 19 seconds on the clock. For pride. It's for pride. Don't want to be, yeah, that's right. You don't want to be blanked out. No zero, no goose egg. All right, 43 moves to the far side. Does Kane Smart. Now 3 receivers up top. Looking downfield, Birch has got a guy, and he's just in and out of the hands, unfortunately, of their intended receiver from the slot on the far side.
Birch is still having it looked like his shoulder still bothering him from that play down earlier. Whenever he got hurt, he's continuing to grab his shoulder.
Trying to get that to Preston Coburn down to, I can't tell if that's 15 or 16 seconds. Didn't take long. It could be 16 seconds on the clock. Raymond Harris will come in with the play. Raymond does a lot of motion. We see him often in motion. He comes out wide near side. Want to see Coburn wide up at the top. 2 more Volunteers near side, out wide. Low snap, has to move the ball around, looking for someone to get the ball to, and unfortunately hit before as he left the line, threw him off of his stride. It was the intended receiver, 45, 43, as he's walking this way. 12 seconds to go.
Turnover on downs.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't tell you that. That was a 4th down play. So turnover on downs, and with 1 timeout, but really it being moot at this point, the Braves could kneel and win.
Look like they're maybe in
14 to nothing.
Probably in victory.
Of course,
form.
that's their main formation almost all the time. They bunch it up, but I would expect to kneel.
Exactly. They're going
and we're going to have a flag. That really didn't need to happen. We were going to have the timeout called by Pineville, but we do have a flag, and the referee waves it off and says run the clock. That's the ball game. 14 to nothing. Tioga Junior High School, your undisputed champions in the junior high sector as they remain undefeated. Correct?
That's
what we were told.
That's what we were told. And
Pineville drops to 4-2-2 on the season. Had previously only lost 1 in the conference play.
To Brame, and that's
that would have been a 3-way tie, all with 1 loss. But as it is, Tioga, the undisputed winners, undisputed champions. You notice across the bottom, the scrolling scoreboard, Sadler Towing scoreboard, gives you that 14-0 score, but also tells you about tomorrow night's games. And as I'm going to try to bring that to you on the screen here to let you know some of the folks who are playing tomorrow night across the area. We do have, of course, Pineville is hosting West Washita here tomorrow night. And the other games that you're going to see around the area include, let me bring it back to you. West Washita, of course, travels down here to Pineville. West Monroe at Ash. Peabody at Tioga. Oakdale at Menard. Marksville at Bucky. All 5 of those are 446 games. You'll see them on the 446 network. And all 5 of the 446 teams will be at home, so nobody having to travel tomorrow night. The other 3 local teams would be Grant traveling up to Ouachita Christian, Bunkie at Bolton, so essentially a local game, and then Northwood Lena at LaSalle. So those games will be taking place around Central Louisiana. Really the only game for a Cenla team outside of Cenla is the Grant Cougars traveling up to Ouachita Christian.
Exactly.
Well, that wraps it up. It's an unhappy final for the Pineville Volunteers, 14-0, but a happy final for the Tioga Braves as they get to claim the sole undisputed championship of the junior high playoffs, so to speak. Not really a playoff, but the final game of the season. Congratulations to the entire Tioga Junior High School program on an undefeated season in district play. Hey, folks, for Robert Anderson in voice with me, Landon Anderson on the camera, Nathan Martin right here bringing you the play-by-play. I'm usually doing the color like you
know
did.
you are, exactly. What a pleasure.
But my throat is tired.
It was a pleasure tonight, guys, and thank you all for allowing me to come in and do this. And we look forward to some other times I can get back up here in this booth, and I'll be down on the sideline tomorrow covering the Rebels tomorrow to victory against West Ouachita, and you'll be hearing me pregame and even at halftime and with Coach Bell, and at the end back in the booth and what have you.
So join us tomorrow night where the Pineville Rebels will be hosting the West Ouachita Chiefs. Robert on the field along with Anderson Martin running the Ninja Cam.
Ninja Cam tomorrow night.
And Landon doing the great camera. Man, you just get better and better every week, I think. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody, it's been a wonderful night. Thanks for joining us right here on 446 Sports. See you tomorrow night.